Good morning. It's Wednesday, February 8th. Just a little update about Ottawa and all the misleading information going on out there. Yeah, so they're making all kinds of claims that, you know, the truckers are blocking off the city. That to me doesn't look like a truck. It's well, it's a pickup truck, yes, but it's the police. The police are blocking off a lot of the lanes. They want to make it look like, oh, the truckers' numbers are dwindling. We left lanes open for people to travel on. So, but what they're doing is they block off the lanes, and then when a truck leaves, they don't let anybody come back in, so they can say, oh, the numbers are dwindling, there's not as many people. But there are trucks all over Ottawa waiting to come in. They're sneaking them in at night. There's a lot of people who want to be here to help the support. But by dividing us, it's conquer the divide, right? But the cops are here making it look like, you know, most of the cops, don't get me wrong, a lot of the cops I'm talking to, they're all cool people. They're all like, you know what, we get it, you know? But I don't want to speak up because I'm afraid of losing my job. Coincidentally, a lot of the people that are here have lost their job because of COVID, which is, it's kind of ironic, isn't it? They're policing the people who lost their job like they're afraid of losing theirs. And we're in Ottawa. Like, if you don't like the smell of a garbage dump, don't move next to a garbage dump. If you don't like political protests, don't move to the nation's capital. Like, and we understand this is an inconvenience to people, okay? We get it, it's an inconvenience. But we feel like our voices weren't being heard, so we had to bring it to them and speak up. I think they hear us now, right? But like, it's unfortunate that it had to come to this. And I don't know if you guys are following what's going on in Coots, but just to show you kind of stuff we're dealing with. So they made a good faith agreement with the police and the government in Alberta to open up a lane to and from the border to get travel moving again in good faith, that they were gonna like meet the truckers at a table and have a discussion. After we did that, saw them moving, they pulled back and said, haha, joking, we're not doing nothing, you guys are screwed. So they locked it back up again. Like, how stupid can you be? Do you not realize the power of our group? Like, and I just want to make another comment too. Who's blocking off that road? Is that a truck? So, I don't know. What they're not telling you is, the truckers are sweeping the sidewalks next to the trucks and where we are working. The truckers have been cleaning out the graffiti that people have done and you know, the messes that people are making. And what you have to remember too is you can't blame every crime that's going on in Ottawa right now on the truckers. Ottawa wasn't without crime before we got here, or else they wouldn't have needed their own police force, right? But now anybody farts sideways and it was a trucker. So that's what the media is telling you. The people that we're interacting with every day, they're still fully supportive. You get the odd guy telling us to go home, and actually I got threatened this morning. This guy got pretty aggressive. You know, we don't see the truckers getting aggressive with people. Mainstream media will look really hard for that one guy, maybe plant him, but I'm telling you, we're walking around. This does not seem like a violent protest to me. But the people who oppose our views, the majority of them have been very aggressive. You know what? That's fine. Not everybody has the same views, and that's exactly what we're talking about here. There's a lot of people who probably still want to be oppressed. A lot of people who like that. Maybe it's kind of like having one of those weighted blankets on you. You like to feel the pressure pushing down on you. Maybe it makes you feel good. But I'm telling you, Like the truckers, they're not what the media is telling you. Like these people have all been super cool people. Look at these lanes. Like the media will say, the truckers are blocking off all downtown, and no, we left lanes open. If you look, that's not an 18-wheeler down there with flashing red and blue lights on it. And understand too, like think about it. We don't want to be here. We got families. We got homes to go to. We're doing this because we weren't being heard by our government that works for us. Like, they were ignoring us. Well, so we brought it to them. The other thing too, there's always going to be people who want to watch the world burn. There's going to be people who are going to jump on this platform and try to serve their own agenda. Oh, look at these lanes. Again, when people are telling you that the trucks are blocking off roads, what do you see down there? I see OPP and Ottawa police and a barricade. So they can essentially say that we are dwindling in numbers. But what they're not telling you is that there's like 10,000 other trucks sitting around Ottawa right now waiting to come in here. And again, most cops that we talk to, they've all been super cool. They've all said, you know, I haven't met a cop yet, actually, to be honest with you, that said, you guys need to go home, what you're doing is bad. They've all said, we don't want to lose our jobs. Like these guys. A lot of these guys have lost their jobs. A lot of these guys have lost everything. And they're here saying, that's not right. It's not right. But I get it. The cops don't want to lose their jobs too, so, you know. But it's okay for them to do what they're doing to the guys who have. So, you know, people are frustrated, obviously. No one wants this, neither us nor the people that live here. So we just want this to come to an end, and it's going to end one of two ways. Either we just all give up our morals and our ethics and just say whatever. Like, look how awful that is. That is just awful. They're cooking for people. Morning. They're cooking for people. You know, anybody, even if they're not a trucker, they're gonna give those guys food. Any one of these people can walk by there, they'll get food. So people are frustrated, but this is gonna end one of two ways. We either just give up and go home, nothing happens, or good morning, or the government actually listens to the people, and that's what they were appointed for. So that's what's really going on. I just want to say, I am so disappointed with how our government is choosing to deal with this. This is the biggest protest convoy that this country has ever seen, and it's been going on for days, and our fearless leader is nowhere to be found. What kind of leadership is that? He won't even speak to us. This could end so easily if they would just be honorable and talk to us and work with us. Dismissing us like we are garbage is not helping the situation. Lying to us like they did in Alberta is not helping the situation. I want to finish off by reading a little thing here from the Canadian Bill of Rights. An act for recognition and protection of human rights and fundamental freedoms. Signed by the Right Honourable John Diefenbaker, Prime Minister of Canada. I am a Canadian, a free Canadian, free to speak without fear, free to worship God in my own way, free to stand for what I think is right, free to oppose what I believe is wrong, free to choose those who shall govern my country. The heritage of freedom I pledge to uphold for myself and all Canadians. That meant something. That meant something. And it's not being held up right now.